A win is a win, a loss is a loss. There is no in between. But sometimes when you're a losing streak, you have to ask yourself, what were you thinking? Because some losses are even worse than others. And after the past 3 days, a 3-day stretch that really ruined what had been a promising start to the weekend after cashing in with Kansas City on Thursday night, I'm left here on Monday going, which one of the past 3 losses was worse? Was it Florida Atlantic losing outright to Marshall as a home favorite on Friday night? Was it Oklahoma State blowing a double-digit lead at home and losing by double digits to Baylor on Saturday? Or was it the Chicago Bears, a home chalk-laying 4, not even showing up yesterday against New Orleans? I don't know. They were all losses, but let's rank them in order of which one hurt most. I'll tell you what, prior to 3 weeks ago, I had 5 losing streaks of 3 days or more in a 14-month period. That's it, in 14 months. But the humbling thing about gambling, and the thing that I've said all the time, is that there are no guarantees in gambling. And I've said to you many times here in this video report over the many years that I've done it, is that the thing that you have to acknowledge before the first bet that you ever make is that you are going to have losing days, you are going to have losing weeks, and you are going to have losing streaks. And if you acknowledge that and accept that before you ever make your first bet, you are going to be much better off, because you are going to avoid that feeling of helplessness. You're going to avoid that panic mode where you're going to want to get up on that ledge and think about jumping, because you can't be suicidal. I mean, listen, losing sucks. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, okay? And I mean, I don't like losing. But the only analogy I can give you is, it's like in baseball, for example. You can have a great season. You can be a 300 hitter, and then you suddenly lose it for 3 or 4 weeks. And you go in a prolonged slump, and what are you doing differently? My wife has said to me many times over the years, it's, what are you doing differently now when you're losing? Nothing. Nothing different. I'm not handicapping different. Just the games aren't falling the way they have been before. And the one bit of advice I can give to you, because it works for me, and I think it probably works for every athlete as well, is that don't change what you're doing. Honest to God, don't change what you're doing. I don't change the way I analyze games. I don't change the way I handicap games, because I believe that when you're in the midst of a losing streak, that if you change the way you do things, all you're going to do is make that streak longer. You're going to prolong your misery, because then you become, in essence, a bandwagon jumper yourself. And that's a recipe for disaster. Now, I can tell you tonight, this Patriots-Jets game, I don't know who the hell's going to win. I mean, you want to find somebody who's going to tell you the winner? Look to Jack Brayman. He's going for a 9th straight winning day, for Christ's sake. He's got the 6th ever 200-dime double-your-wager NFL play of his career. He hit the 5th ever play yesterday with Jacksonville over Cincinnati. He hit the 12th ever 200-dime college football release of his career with Pittsburgh over Syracuse on Friday. I mean, again, you got those plays for over half price off. Same thing goes today. 9th straight winning day. You get it for over half price off by using coupon code 200DIMER, 200DIMER. You don't want to ask me for my opinion on this game. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to break down the game for you. Jets are a 9.5-point underdog. Now, on the one side, people are saying, hey, the Jets have the number 32 offense coming in this game. But let's remember, Sam Darnold didn't play in 3 of those games, okay? First one he played in, they lost 17-16 to a very good Buffalo Bills defense. The other one he played in, they upset Dallas 24-22. And you say, okay, well, Dallas was in the midst of a losing streak. I don't know. Dallas looked pretty damn good last night, beating the hell out of the Philadelphia Eagles, did they not? Now, the Patriots come in here with the number 1 defense. They've given up 48 total points on the year. But let me ask you this. They opened the season by beating the hell out of the Pittsburgh Steelers, a Steelers team that offensively looked lost with Ben Roethlisberger at the helm, right? Who else did they beat? The Dolphins, the Jets minus Darnold, the Bills, offensively challenged, the Redskins, the Giants. Any of those teams any good offensively? I rest my case. Sam looked pretty damn good for the Jets last week and upsetting the Cowboys 338 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Jets have covered 5 of the last 6 at home in this series with 2 outright upsets. Patriots, on the other hand, have had extra prep time since they beat the Giants in that Thursday night game. Their offense didn't exactly look in sync in that one. They have covered 16 of their last 20 as a double-digit favorite, but they're only laying 9.5 in this one, right? And what can I tell you? Negatively, Jets are 2-7 against the spread. Their last 9 against AFC East foes. As I've told you many times, the fallacy about taking Monday night dogs. It's not the way to go. Monday night dogs on Monday nights, dogs and favorites on Monday nights, just about a break-even proposition over the years. However, I do like the Jets here, plus the 9.5 points. Would I bet on this game? Absolutely not. But I lean toward the Jets. There you go. That's a comp play. I'm not releasing the game. I don't like the game. I have no opinion on the game. And that's probably a good thing because I'm the guy who liked the Chicago Bears yesterday. End of story, end of video report. Talk to you tomorrow when there's baseball in town. Good luck, everybody.